What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Yazoo. That's right, after a very long and I thought like permanent hiatus, Han Solo has sent me a track that I believe is the bonus track from their like live, like reunited. I have it open in Discogs. Oh, Reconnected, that's what it's called. Reconnected Live. And yeah, there's 20 tracks that are all live performances, and then there's one additional track, which is a studio track. So yeah, as far as I know, that's where this comes from. In the moment, I'm forgetting what Han Solo said in the email, so do correct me, sir, if I'm quoting that incorrectly. I'm getting a lot of emails from people these days, so hard to keep track of everything. But again, I do believe this is from 2010, or at least that's when it was released. Presumably, it's a track that they had from way back that they never used. I feel like that would be far more likely. But yeah, ultimately it's called Get Set, which, you know, that phrase, as you often hear it, is the middle installment in the three-part series of Ready, Get Set, Go. Obviously that relates to the beginning of some endeavor, maybe not necessarily competition, although often, you know, whether sporting or otherwise, particularly a race. So yeah, you know, that could be used metaphorically both in terms of the sequence of commands or directives. Ready, you know, prepare yourself, get set, put yourself in the like exact position that you would want to begin this endeavor with, and then go. So yeah, get set specifically would relate to, you know, the fine-tuning one's stance, one's position, which again, that could be metaphorical. It could relate to, you know, one's position vis-a-vis another person, like emotionally or morally, whatever. So yeah, there's a few different ways you could go with it, but that's what I think of when I see the phrase get set. I think of it in the context of ready, get set, go. So we'll have to see. And again, my presumption is that this would have been composed back in the day, although perhaps when they decided to do this live performance and, you know, make it into a release, perhaps they went back into the studio. So again, Han Solo or anybody else, do let me know the truth of that matter. Regardless, let's get to it. This is Yazoo, and it is, or Yazoo, Get Set. Yazoo. I wonder where that came from. I love it already. Oh, I've missed reacting to them. The bass line. Oh. Wow. Little like digital mouse screech. I love that. Looks like I finally made it. Well, I'm so glad. Well, I'm so glad we traded. We've got a good thing here. That little riff sounds to me like early Depeche Mode. Like speaking self-Depeche. When everything was closing in, I thought you'd find it hard to stay. But then I knew we had to win. Tonal shift, love it. God, that's insanity. That little touch is insanity. Looks like finally made it. Well, I'm so glad. Well, I'm so glad we traded. We've got a good thing here. Someone finally made it. She's so glad. Oh, I love this. Like dynamic bass with just those little melodic touches. Way up top with that one layer. When everything was closing in, I thought you'd find it hard to stay. But then I knew we had to win. 'Cause it's a magic true. Is it good times or bad because this person made it, perhaps? Yeah, lyrically, got to give it some more listens. There's some elements there that I think I have sort of like a blurred general sort of idea of, but yeah, got to listen to it some more to make out some of the more detailed contours. But yeah, like sonically, I love it. It's just, so many things about what they do well. It's like you got your Vince Clarke bass lines, just sort of electric and dynamic. You've got those little like synth touches, whether those sort of like high, kind of like, sort of like sweeping sort of sounds, or those more kind of like delicate, kind of targeted melodies. I'll admit the sort of digital mouse screech, not my favorite thing. I feel like if you took that out, I would probably like the track better. Like it felt like that was almost like a joke element, almost kind of like a, let me just throw something crazy into this track, which, it reminds me of that story about, what is it, Creep by Radiohead, that originally that like guitar sting, like right before it goes into the chorus, was like the guitarist kind of like fucking around because like he, wasn't feeling the song in that moment or whatever, but then they ended up using it and being sort of an iconic moment in that tune. I don't feel like this quite gets to that same level, but it does feel that same kind of like, it's almost at odds with everything else that you're hearing. So do let me know what you think of that. Once again, big shout out to Han Solo, really appreciate it. I'm going to start going through more of the VCMG album. I did react to the first tune of that. The album being, like white noise. I do apologize. For some reason, I thought I had read it in the email as sass, but obviously I just didn't look closely enough, so my apologies there. But yeah, we're going to keep going through that, so shout out in advance to Han Solo. So yeah, let me know what you think of this. Other than that, I will see you next time.